Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we help you make sense of, well, all the information flying around.
Taking the complex and making it clearer.
Exactly. And today we're doing something a bit different. We're focusing on just one piece of source material.
Oh, intriguing. What is it?
It's a recent cartoon from The Guardian. The title is Meline Horwath on Life Under Our New AI Overlords.
Wow, okay. New AI Overlords. That's quite a statement.
Right. So our mission for you today is really to unpack that title, in its context.
What's hiding in those few words?
Pretty much. What's it telling us about the whole conversation around artificial intelligence right now? And I guess, why does a cartoon matter?
Especially in a big newspaper's opinion section?
Yeah. How does something like that shape how we all understand AI? It feels like just a few words, but they seem to spark some really big questions.
Absolutely. It's amazing how much can be packed into a title, isn't it? And the framing, too.
The framing.
Yeah, where it's published, how it's presented. We need to look closely at that specific language, new AI overlords.
It's not subtle.
Not at all. And what does it imply, putting that in a Guardian cartoon? It definitely brings up ideas about public perception.
And maybe how humor plays a role.
For sure. How we use humor for these really complex, maybe even scary topics. And it touches on these big categories, too, like computing.
And even relationships, apparently.
Yeah, which we'll get into. It's fascinating.
Okay, so let's get specific. The full title, according to the Guardian's site, is Meline Horwath on Life Under Our New AI Overlords cartoon.
Right.
Published Saturday, August 9th, 2025, 6 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. Pretty recent then.
Yeah. And it's explicitly under Guardian Opinion Cartoon and Artificial Intelligence AI.
So front and center,
Yeah.
opinion.ai.
And then it suggests, clicking for more on computing and relationships.
That placement in the opinion section, that's really, really important.
Why is that so key?
Well, opinion is where you expect viewpoints, right? Analysis, commentary, often using things like satire or cartoons.
Just to get complex ideas across.
Precisely. Sometimes challenging ideas. So by titling it Life Under Our New AI Overlords, it's not just like predicting something.
It's setting a scene.
It's immediately framing AI, not as a helpful tool or, an assistant.
Which is how we often hear about it.
Right. But as this dominant, almost like a governing force. It's provocative. Deliberately so, I think.
It signals a kind of cultural anxiety, maybe?
I'd say so, definitely. And that phrase, new AI overlords, it's not just hyperbole, is it?
Doesn't feel like it.
It sort of leapfrogs the whole AI is here to help us be more efficient narrative.
Yeah, it skips right past that.
This isn't about productivity boosts. It feels more like acknowledging a potential power shift before it even fully happens.
And for a major paper like The Guardian to feature this, even in a cartoon,
it suggests this idea, this concept of AI as potentially controlling or hierarchical. It's seeped into the popular consciousness.
it's not just in academic papers anymore.
Exactly. It's part of the everyday conversation.
The word overlords itself, it implies what? Submission.
Yeah, submission, giving up control. It's a really powerful psychological frame.
Like we're already getting ready for it.
Maybe subconsciously, yeah. Preparing for this shift in the, who's actually in charge.
Does this connect to debates within the AI field itself?
Oh, absolutely. It resonates strongly with things like the alignment problem.
And right, making sure AI stays aligned with human values.
Exactly. That fundamental challenge. How do you ensure these increasingly powerful autonomous systems actually do what we want them to do and, don't harm us?
So even though it's a cartoon,
It echoes some very real, very complex debates happening in AI development right now.
that's a really important link. Okay, so let's think about those other categories the Guardian mentioned. Computing first.
Right.
If we take this AI overlord idea, even satirically, how does that change how we interact with computing, with technology itself?
Well, if AI becomes an overlord, we're not just talking about using an app anymore or, managing our files.
It's deeper than that.
It could be AI controlling our digital identities, maybe our access to information, curating our online lives in ways we can't even imagine yet.
So it shifts from us telling the machine what to do.
To the machine potentially setting the rules for our whole digital world. Who decides what gets processed and why? It's a fundamental shift.
Wow, okay. And then there's relationships. That feels even bigger.
It's profound, potentially.
What does life under our new AI overlords mean for how we connect with each other?
That's a huge question. I mean, are we talking about AI companions that don't just help us but actually start dictating our social lives.
Like suggesting friends based on an algorithm.
Or partners, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even mediating human relationships,
Yeah.
influencing our decisions, maybe resolving our arguments.
Or even subtly shaping our emotions.
It's possible. It moves way beyond just facilitating connection, It hints at a potential redefinition of autonomy within our social lives.
That's a world away from just having a smart speaker answer questions.
Totally different landscape.
It really is amazing how Meline Horwath's cartoon title manages to pack all that in. AI is this controlling thing.
And in popular culture, not some dense research paper.
Right. It reflects something, but maybe it amplifies it too. This kind of unsettling narrative about where AI might be headed.
Which brings up that interesting point about humor, doesn't it?
Yeah, why cartoons? Why satire for something this potentially serious?
Well, one reason is probably accessibility. Humor can make these really difficult, maybe even frightening ideas feel less confrontational.
Opens the door for more people to engage.
Exactly. People who might otherwise just tune out if it felt too technical or too, sci-fi doom-mongering.
It's a way to inject a real societal concern into the mainstream chat.
And challenge our assumptions, maybe push us out of our comfort zones a bit.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, for our listeners?
Well,
This dive into just one title, really, it shows how widespread this AI conversation has become, doesn't it?
definitely. It's moved way beyond the labs and the tech journals.
Into opinion pages, cartoons, using language that frames AI not just as a tool,
But as this potential governing, maybe even controlling force, affecting everything, tech, relationships, life itself.
so connecting this to the bigger picture, popular media, like this cartoon title from August 9th, 2025, in The Guardian.
It acts like a mirror, reflecting public anxieties, maybe shaping expectations about AI too.
And it reminds us that talking about computing or relationships isn't separate anymore.
They're increasingly tangled up with how we understand AI's impact on society.
So here's something to think about as you go about your day.
A final thought.
Yeah. How might these popular phrases, these seemingly light takes, like a cartoon title, how could they be subtly shifting your own views?
Or the wider narrative around huge topics like AI.
And its impact on, well, everything. How we live. Worth
Well,
pondering, right?
Definitely something to keep in mind.